All of us in life deal with problems and uncertainty, especially when there's some sort of change or transformation that we find ourselves in the midst of. Which leads to the question, what do we do about this? Well, I've got something that will help you out today, my friend. Come on with me. Let's dig into the soil of this together. Welcome to you. I am D. Grant Smith, the growth farmer for personal development through the lens of spirituality and storytelling. Here on this channel, we talk about the journey of becoming the best version of ourselves, living our dreams, self love, inner healing, manifestations, and a whole lot more. If you want more from me, including some awesome and inspiring short fiction novels, as well as some other awesome, cool stuff like courses and materials and resources and all kinds of awesome stuff that will bless the living crap out of you, I encourage you to go check out my site, growthfarming.com. So, today, I've got actually three things for you that are powerful ways and effective ways to not only deal with problems and uncertainty, but to get you through life's perpetual challenges. So, let me ask you this question. What are your go to ways of dealing with problems and uncertainty? I'm going to be super honest with you. Uncertainty has been something that I have faced a lot over the past several years, and especially in some ways over the past several months. So, this isn't just new material for me. It may not be normal for someone in some kind of leadership position to admit to feeling uncertain, but I'm certainly not a normal person. Here's the thing that I've discovered, and you probably know this to be true for yourself. Everyone faces uncertainty. It's what we do in those moments of feeling really unsure and things don't look at all like what we thought they were going to be that determines our trajectory and our opportunity to gain clarity. Here's what has helped me gain clarity: accountability and support from members of my community. I keep talking to you guys about growthfarming.com. I am building an awesome group and community of people there that are like myself and probably like you too, interested and invested in whatever it takes for us to become the best version of ourselves, and recognizing that this is a process of changing what we plant inside our minds with our thoughts, our ideas, and our beliefs, as well as changing what we have inside of our hearts with our feelings and the way we go about processing our feelings so that the tree of life can grow from us through our actions, attitudes, and behaviors, as well as influence what it is that we attract more of into our lives and what it is that we experience. And from the support of my community, I've been able to navigate through some really uncertain times and also be able to give back in the process. Sharing the power of story with an awesome group of people in my community is how I've been able to shift out of trying to figure things out, which is a frustrating as hell process if you haven't figured out that already, into getting into a better state of flow, peace, and happiness. Here's the deal: energy is the whole shebang. Energy is what feeling, mood, and temperament we're operating from in any given moment. Uncertainty has an energy to it. So does problems, or at least the focus on problems. What do problems feel like? Maybe you've experienced this. Feeling disjointed, confused, wavering back and forth on different things, not confident, and totally unsure, or even partially unsure. How do you feel when your mind is all over the place? You're questioning your decisions, you're second guessing yourself constantly. It sucks, doesn't it? In all that confusion, there's a lot of wavering back and forth. And guess what? That also sucks. Then comparison comes in as we look for answers to the problem. And we look at other people who seem to have it all figured out. But guess what? They're trying to figure out, in some way, shape, or form, their pathway forward as well. And chances are there's some uncertainty that they're wrestling with too. There are people who seem to know exactly what to do, or at least that's what they sell to us, or the idea they try to sell to us. And by the way, I've chased other people's solutions to my problems for a long time. I think all of us have at some point or another. So, what is the trick to get out of all of the uncertainty and into more unwavering confidence? Well, from my experience, it's three things. Number one, look at the stories that you're telling yourself about who you are and what is going on. And if those stories are not encouraging and they're not helping you to believe in yourself, that's something to explore deeper to get to the root of. Again, it's all farming, it's all inner gardening. Number two, key in on what energy you are operating from. Doubt, fear, worry, and anxiety are all linked to uncertainty. It can be hard to shift from all of that doubt and fear and worry and anxiety and uncertainty into suddenly into a place of confidence. So instead of trying to go from one parallel or one end of the spectrum immediately all the way over to the other end of the spectrum, here's what I am doing that I found has been a great way to shift from a negative place into something more in between so that then I can shift back over into something that's a lot more strong. It's a really simple practice, and you already have the capacity to do it right now. It's called gratitude. Put your mind and attention on what you're grateful for. And it's a healthy practice. By shifting from all of that doubt, all of that worry, all of that fear into what can I be grateful for right now? It changes the way you see yourself and it totally shifts your energy. It also improves the way that you feel. And number three, for our three things, surround yourself with positive, encouraging, and loving people who will, yes, be honest with you about what they see in you, and they will also empower you in the most loving ways for your highest good. Here's the thing, and I wrote a story about this that you can get for free at growthfarming.com. We don't know what we don't know. And sometimes we tell ourselves that we don't know what we actually do know. All we need is a little reminder from a loving friend. And once again, that's where community connection is such a big deal. The key to changing your life is actually fairly simple. It's all about the stories that you believe to be true about yourself, about other people, about God, and about the way life works. This is also called your self concept. And this revision, rewriting of the story is the ongoing work that we get to do each and every day. When we harmonize with others who are also on this path of healing, self love, personal discovery, and becoming the best version of themselves, transformation becomes truly magical. Guess what? I talk about revising, rewriting the story. I share with you guys some stories that I've written here oftentimes. I share with you teachings and insights and even a look at representations of this in movies and other things. It's all about rewriting the story. It's what I'm doing in my own life too. I am in the process of giving myself grace through this process of removing my focus on problems and instead bringing more fun into the process. What this is doing for me is creating massive positive change, transformation, and growth. And it's why I focus so much of my writing and my teaching on, once again, the power of stories. Because our innermost beliefs about who we are, who others are, who and what God is, how life really works, are really stories that for the longest time, maybe up until right now, we have believed as absolute truths. And we are therefore living them out and experiencing them. Which means that to change our lives, instead of trying to adopt different routines or take on different patterns, which can seem really hard because you haven't actually changed the inside of you, what we have to do is we have to get into the roots. And this is where our I am, our be is. Now, I've made other videos here that talk about the power of be and why your be is actually the most important aspect of changing and transforming your life. I'll link to that in the description below. That's the real story that has to be revised. That's the story that has to be rewritten. And if you'd like some help revising and rewriting your story to get out of uncertainty and problems, I have some things that can help you. I'll put a link below that will give you some information on how you can not only experience transformation and growth, how you can rewrite your story, but also how you can join into a dynamic, beautiful, amazing group of people like me who are fully invested in cultivating awesome connections through community, as well as becoming the best version of ourselves and encouraging and empowering each other in the process. Will you join us? The invitation is right at growthfarming.com. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Please, if you haven't done so already, give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe. Become a part of what it is that's going on here with the growth farming side of YouTube. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you again soon.